As I reflect with my family, the concept of time has become more prevalent in these last couple of months. It has been always significant, but my awareness has increased by observing the different stages of life among my family members. My grandma being 80, my parents approaching their 60s, my siblings in their 20s, and me in my mid-30s have all imbued this concept with the relevance I hadn't perceived before. I've always taken pride in living in the present moment and accepting whatever age I am at. However, what is it that has sparked this constant reflection about time and death? I'm sure I'm not afraid of it, and even if I am convinced that my earthly desires will bind my soul to this earthly existence. So I could be reincarnated and I can fulfill my higher purpose if something happens and I don't finish in this lifetime. Nonetheless, a conversation I had with my cousins and also with my brother was very illuminating. It revealed contrasting points of view and perspectives, some of which I even find within myself. I argued that if one reaches old age regretting all the things that could have been done and experienced but weren't, it will weigh heavily in later years. It's about knowing one's potential and not having taken action to materialize one's goals, for example. One of my cousins countered by saying that once we are old, why would we care about the things we did or didn't do, since all our actions, done or not, have shaped us into who we are at the moment. He also mentioned that some things can't be achieved in this life, no matter how much we desire them, and we should be content with that as well. Another of my cousins disagreed, stating that whatever we want to achieve, we must focus our attention on it and take action to make it happen. According to him, everything we desire can be achieved through our efforts. My brother added to that, if I want something badly, I'll have to go and get it. It's not like if we just stay there doing nothing, things will magically come to us, which is a very logical understanding, a very logical insight. The first cousin reiterated that there are dreams that we cannot achieve because there are certain things that are out of our control or that are not part of our path, and questioned whether that would matter in the end, especially if after death we won't be aware of it. Based on this reflection, which amusingly, of course, a perspective I have also encountered within myself, I agreed with all of them to some extent. If we want to achieve something, we must take aligned actions, and indeed, everything is possible. However, if we reach old age and having achieved certain dreams due to limitations beyond our control, contentment with what we have accomplished so far is the key. This helps us to avoid being trapped by our desires, allowing us to let go and detach from our actions. This is a complex understanding, which is why many yogis throughout lifetime emphasize renouncing worldly desires to achieve liberation from karma, which is actions. When you let go of desires, that's the principle, you live in pure consciousness, preventing the cycle of reincarnation, which is suffering. But is it though? You become one with the cosmic consciousness that is the goal of all the spiritual practices. This leads me to a question born from duality and different schools of thoughts. What if there is a desire to be born again, to experience as much as possible, to expand and enrich my web of experiences, to learn what life is like? These questions have arisen in my mind many times. I have doubted whether I truly want to let go of the idea of reincarnating and instead embrace playing as many roles as possible, as many roles as necessary for my soul to live a fuller experience. With this, one remaining concern or question arises. How can I master the art of remembering? How can I become sharp and aligned with past, present, and future events so that my understanding of life cycles becomes meaningful? It seems in this current lifetime, several instances have hindered my ability to remember effectively. I constantly resort to systems that help me keep track of the subtle threads weaving through timelines. I study and build structures to follow paths of interconnectedness. And this quest is easy to stray and become entangled in the intricacies of ever becoming, ever transforming. Indeed, linearity and continuity are illusions, right? So how can you keep track of an illusion that is constantly changing? As fleeting as thoughts, life arises, evolves, and falls, with no way for us to stop or control it sometimes. We are at the mercy of the ever-changing mood of Maya, the greatest manifested holographic reality, where one appears as many and many as one. When can we really let go of the idea of not returning again? It seems we fall enamored with unfolding dramas and richness and colors. There is a burning longing to know what the next level would be. In this material world, one thing is certain. We follow steps one after the other. There is so much noise, distractions, and obstacles that obscure our path to realization, with several ways leading to the same destination. What's the path that best serves your purpose? What's the timeline you would choose to see what you seek? Countless ways and names, methods and prayers. Words fill in the space with no actual essence, crowding the minds of many with hopes of better outcomes. Cramped sentences and noise bewilder souls in despair. In fact, our attention spreads thin, looking for answers to painful failures. We fail to remember, we fail to know. We fail to live until we go within, finding ourselves, finding our answers. Thanks for watching, and if you like this type of content, please don't forget to subscribe and share. I'll see you on the next video.